Where's the circle? Oh my gosh, where am I going? Where am I going? I guess I'll go to the movie theater. Alright, welcome to Family Toy Review. And sorry, the other guys who were squatted out with me, I had to cancel. I'm doing a private stream right now. Not private, but I just want to talk to the viewers about something. Kind of important. It's about COPPA and FTC. And actually, this video is titled Secrets and Predictions. But really, it's I've got a couple of, not secrets, but conspiracidados. Conspirados, but I can't say the actual word because I think YouTube they don't like those kind of videos, so I'll just call it secrets instead. I don't want to be censored. Let's see, someone he already went here. Did he go there? Alright, I need to find some other stuff. So anyway, I've got two theories. And one, oops. So two secrets I want to talk about, or conspirables. I'm not going to say the actual word. And a few predictions, or a prediction. I have one about gaming that I think gamers will not really be affected, and this has to do with the FTC. The new, well, everyone's making videos about it, about the COPPA changes, where people are going to lose the ability to have comments on their videos, or to do live streaming if their content is considered for kids. And also they're going to lose the ability to earn some money making videos, so because of that you'll lose a lot of YouTubers because they're not able to pay their bills, so they'll have to go back to working or something like that. You'll have fewer kids-related content. That's one of the fears. Okay, now my conspiracy video is I had two. Oh yeah, okay. One is that this is supposed to affect everyone making videos in the kids space. So that's definitely kids content creators, but I think it should affect gamers too, gaming videos, because gaming videos are for kids. I mean, some gamers are in denial and they think that no, my video is not for little kids, it's for older kids or whatever. And I feel like they're kind of right in that they might not be affected as much. We'll see, it remains to be seen. But they're thinking that it shouldn't. I think they're a little bit in denial because, you know, your videos are for kids, and YouTube sent an email saying that if you make videos where the primary audience are teenagers but the secondary audience are kids, then it's a kids video, and that should fit most gaming videos. I mean, if you make videos for Roblox or Minecraft, there's a lot of big Minecraft YouTubers. Those games are for little kids, you know? I mean, and maybe you're gonna argue, well, I'm making this video for teenagers. Well, if you're making the video for teenagers as a primary audience, kids are the secondary audience, so it's still going to be a kids video under those rules or whatever. See? And I don't use explosives in Team Rumble. So anyways, so they should be affected, but I have a feeling that gamers are not going to be affected. But I feel like YouTube is trying to sneak gamers past the restrictions they're giving everyone else. They're trying to give gamers a free pass, and I'll tell you why. It's because why would they? You know, the FTC and the regulars, they were only talking about kids stuff, like explicit kids stuff, like kids content, like toys and Ryan's Toy Review and things like that. And YouTube is giving them that. YouTube is saying, all right, we'll do that for the kids content that you're talking about. But there's all sorts of other kids-related content, like family vlogs and gaming and other stuff that kids might be interested in, like sports or whatever. And why would YouTube volunteer that information? Because that's how they earn their money, you know. They would lose more revenue. It's like if you got in trouble from your parents for like having a messy room, why would you volunteer that your bathroom or your everything else, you have more mess somewhere else and get in more trouble? You wouldn't volunteer that information. And as a business, you would try to minimize your risk, minimize your costs. So you wouldn't give everything up. It's a strategy. And there's kind of evidence of this because a bunch of kids channel creators, they've reported that they lost their manager. If you're a big enough channel, you have a YouTube partner manager, and I've heard of a lot of kids channels saying they lost their managers back in like September or July when this COPPA stuff first went down. And that's YouTube giving up on kids content, saying, okay, we're not gonna devote or spend money on managers for kids content. But I haven't heard those kind of complaints for the gaming. And a few months ago, Dan TDM, he's a famous gamer. I think he does a lot of like Minecraft and other kind of games. He said that his manager told him that the gaming is fine. Gaming is not considered kids content, whatever. So one, he still has a manager. That he wasn't one of the YouTubers that lost their manager. And I still really haven't heard a bunch of. There's probably gamers who did lose a manager. I'm not sure, but I haven't really heard of that. What? Oh well, okay. Sorry. And I don't want to lose my train of thought. Hold on, guys. Okay. What was I saying? Oh my gosh, this is a messy place. I'm gonna get. It's not a good spot. All right. Okay, so Dan TDM said that, and so I haven't heard of any gamers saying they lost their managers. In fact, I just heard Dan TDM say he had a manager to tell him that gaming is okay, and he's been recently arguing on Twitter that gaming is okay, won't be affected. So that's interesting to note that kids are being affected, but maybe not gaming. That's another instance. Another instance is recently, YouTube, they updated creators' channels where they added a thing where you have to say that your video is for kids. They added that to their website, and it's really hard to play a talk. And that went this week, so you have to tag your videos saying this is for kids or not for kids. And they automatically tag that on a lot of kids' YouTube channels. But I have a gaming channel, and I've heard other gamers say this. Their videos were not really tagged for kids. Maybe a little bit were tagged. So that's another anecdotal evidence. Surprise! Okay. So that's another evidence that YouTube gaming is not being affected. So I talked about the strategy, and also YouTube recently they poached Courage. He's a famous Twitch FORTNiTE announcer gamer from Twitch. They made a deal with him, and I think he was paid money to, or some sort of deal to come to YouTube and stream on YouTube instead of Twitch. And that's been going on lately. Like Twitch has been losing people to the Mixer. That's the Xbox version of streaming, and YouTube. And YouTube lost Nick at 30. By the way, Nick at 30 was definitely family friendly, and it was, I think, a smart move for him to move to away from YouTube to go to Twitch. And I was thinking maybe he knew something's going on, because he's leaving YouTube because of all these COPPA changes. But YouTube, they spend money to poach courage. Why would they spend money on gaming if they're planning on you know, having it affected like with COPPA like kids content is? Like, why would they invest money doing that? It's be a waste of money. Also, I recently saw a job ad on YouTube, Google, and uh-oh. Oh man, okay. And the job ad was for a YouTube gaming partner manager, and the job description was for creating a synergy between Google Play gaming apps and YouTube gaming. So they're spending money on YouTube gaming right now. So why would they, if they're spending money on gaming, why would they get rid of it? Kind of like they're doing with kids content. You know, it doesn't make sense. So I think they're trying to like preserve the YouTube gaming and not have it be affected, like the other channels are. So that's my other evidence of that, or my theory, or whatever. And look at this. Surprise! Okay. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense that, because the changes they're making to COPPA, like getting rid of the live stream and the comments, those are things that gamers need, you know? Especially like the live stream is a main fundamental part of being a streamer, you know, a gaming streamer. So how can they get rid of that for gamers? Surprise! Surprise! Uh-oh, uh-oh, where is he? Okay. So yeah, why would they get rid of that for gamers? It doesn't make sense. So I don't think they're planning on getting rid of it for gamers. I think they're trying to protect gamers. So even though gamers should be affected by the same rules for kid stuff, I think maybe the plan for now is to try and to salvage gaming so that YouTube can keep earning a lot of money on gaming. You surprise attack me? Where did you come from? Huh? Huh? Okay. So that's one conspiracy. I got another one. And I got a prediction. So I think gaming's not gonna be affected. We'll see. Only if it becomes a big deal, then maybe gaming might get dragged down into this. But I feel like YouTube is trying to protect their gaming money, their gaming investments. So that's kind of like maybe good news for gamers, but gamers should still tag their videos for kids just so they're not going to get in trouble. The other conspiracy is, I don't think this is really about protecting kids. I think this is all politics in Washington. They've been trying to go after social media networks lately because the politicians are afraid of the growing power of social media. Because those ads on Facebook, all those things is making them look bad. So I think there's some sort of like a political bent that they're trying to show Silicon Valley that, you know, if you mess with us too much, we can. They're threatening to break up Facebook, saying it's a monopoly. They're punishing Google through YouTube with this COPPA Kids thing. So I think there's a little bit of that. If they're really trying to protect kids, I mean, online privacy is okay, but if you really want to protect kids, why don't you protect kids against the really bad videos that have been coming out, like the ElsaGate stuff? Things that are actually really harmful to kids. Like, if you really want to protect kids, that's where you would should start with, I think. And as far as predictions, I think that maybe it's gonna hurt people because these are changes, but I think maybe in the long run, I think things might not be so bad. We'll see. We won't know till next year. I'm not going to be changing our channel too much because I don't know. I tried to. I thought I could gear our channel towards like older kids or like adult collector community, high school kids, because there's a lot of toy collectors that are older, and actually a lot of my videos have to do with collectibles. Excuse me. But apparently, because of that thing that YouTube sent out, that even if your video is for teenagers but kids still watch it, it's still a kid's video. Either way, I'm still gonna be affected. So like, there's no way around it. So I'm just gonna keep making the same videos, and we'll see in January what happens. What is this chest? And hopefully won't be affected too much. So as far as ads, go, I mean, I've been losing. I think I've been affected more than anyone else, or earlier than everyone else. Oh yeah, I have another conspiracy. I said the word now. I've been trying not to say the actual word because I feel like YouTube has voice recognition also. I don't want them to tag my video. But another one is you know, I noticed that I get most of my views are for like international. Like, I lost a lot of our views already. And that's gonna happen to a lot of people, a lot of channels. But I already lost most of our viewers, the suggested videos a while ago. And hello there, Omari. But the where I'm getting a lot of views right now, and what might happen or is going on, is I'm getting a lot of international views, like a lot of Russian YouTubers for Disney cars, and like Asian YouTube videos for Jurassic World. That's where I'm getting my videos, and I feel like maybe COPPA affects US creators. COPPA will affect because, you know, it's US law, and it affects the US audience, and it affects international creators. Like if I'm a Canadian or a Russian YouTuber, it'll affect me. But wait. If you're targeting the American audience, it'll affect you. So English videos. But if you're targeting an international audience, I'm not sure if you'll be affected or not, because I don't think the law applies to international law in your country. Which there are COPPA style laws in different countries, but not all countries. I don't know if Russia has a COPPA style law or not, or if it's even enforceable to YouTube, because YouTube's an American company. And for a while, I've noticed that I lost my usual American suggested viewers. I used to get views from American YouTube channels, and I lost most of those, and instead I get a lot of views from like Russian YouTubers and some other Asian YouTubers. So maybe that's what's happening, is that people who lose American suggestion might get some suggestions from international. So I think international target country are not affected much. And you know, we think of YouTube as an American company, but there's so many. I'm willing to bet that the majority of the audience is international. Like, if you look up top YouTube channels on Social Blade, I mean, most of it is like other countries, like Indonesia or India. Like, the biggest channels are like international. And why would they be affected by COPPA if they're targeting, like if Indonesia is targeting Indonesian viewers? Why would they be affected? Why would you know? And why would YouTube make any changes for those countries' videos if they're not even targeting American viewers? So I think there's something there. And so people who are losing some views, they might get views from other countries, like I am right now. And yeah, I need a shot blaster. I don't have a shot. not a shoddy. Let's change this.
Yeah, what is this?
Wait, is this what I want? Yeah. What else? So that's my theory, and prediction will be that everything will probably be okay because things will adjust. And as far as losing ad revenue, there's two kinds of revenue. One is targeted based on your personal stuff, and one is contextual. They're getting rid of the targeted based on your personal stuff for kids related videos, and currently that's like most of the revenue. Like, people have turned off those ads to test it, and their revenue went down like 70-90%. So that's one of the fears. But I think what'll happen is YouTube will eventually sell more of the. If you're a company trying to target a younger audience, like cereals or toy companies, I mean, now that you know that you cannot do the personal targeted advertising, I think you'll just convert and do more of the contextual. So there's a way to do that. When you do YouTube ads, you can place ads on certain channels or categories, video categories, and those are the ads that we'll probably earn more from eventually. I don't know. We'll see. Remains to be seen. And I think there'll be a slow adjustment towards that. And is there anyone here? I hear someone. I hear someone. Oh man, I ran right into that. Hello there, TEM Dusty. So those are my YouTube COPPA secrets. Let me know if you agree with them or not. But those are my little conspiracidados. And also, that's my prediction, was that everything will probably work out. Even the $40,000 thing, whatchamacallit, that's a big fear that everyone has, that they're going to be fined $40,000. And you know, so make sure you tag your videos appropriately so that you don't get fined if you're investigated. But I don't think they'll really come after small individual creators. They'll probably come after like the really huge ones to make an example, you know, like the Ryan's Toy Review kind of channels, like the super huge ones. If it came down to it, who's bashing me? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? But I would still tag my videos appropriately, and because you don't want to get in trouble. Oops. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys like this video. Looks like not a lot of people watched it, but yep. See y'all later. Hello there, Yabby Toys Review. See y'all later, guys. Bye bye.